Yes. I hope you all can hear me. Okay, cool.
Sound is good.
Excellent. Okay, let me know when I can start. Sorry, excellent. Hi. So welcome to Stay on Target by Advancing Empathy and Audacity. Hi there. Zinnia is an artist, instructor, and superhero. I want to thank the VWB, I can't say it, Virtual World's Best Practices in Education team is much easier for me for making this possible. I hope that the special pose is making you feel comfy too. You can find me at my LinkedIn account, so let's connect. Thanks, Neil. I'm very bad at it. I teach multimedia communication college on the Olympic Peninsula and Washington State. I teach courses online and on campus, and of course I teach in Second Life. Here's a link to our program. And we have students all over the world. And I'm happy to say I also have 4 more students in the audience today. Yay! Okay. And thank you all. I'm using my keys with me. Playing is learning. This is my theme for the school year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take aim to advance communication and XR multimedia skills by using problem-solving coursework to build interactions. Assignments around awareness of others' needs motivates altruistic learners. Now I can write this stuff, but can I say it? Intensify and incentivize your students' superhero missions by way of fearless and engaging virtual digital storytelling projects where they focus on active empathy to become agents of positive change in world and out. Time for stop using "don't panic" to try to help them. I started giving them this assurance, which they really loved. What do you think about it? Thanks, Buffy. I'm thinking about making it. Yeah, I like both. I'm definitely a "don't panic" fan. But it was really interesting. They begged and plead for something new because when I tell them don't, I think they want to. Step 9, the unforeseen reward. After surviving death or tragedy, the hero learns their reward is different than what they originally sought, and they are far richer because of it. Oh, thank you there. Obviously, this image has been photoshopped because there's no way my parking space would be that close to my classroom. Step 10, the road back and metamorphosis. The hero begins their journey back to the ordinary world. This is where transformation is revealed, demonstrating how the journey changed them. They are often rejected or conflicted by this metamorphosis because they cannot return to their previous viewpoint or identity. Through her own experiences, Sam's infographic used keys, virtual animals, and sets as money metaphors. I love the chipmunks in Second Life, I'll tell you, they're hilarious. Step 11, the resurrection, hero evaluation, and reflection. The hero faces a final test where everything is at, they must use everything they have learned. This final challenge, conflict, or evaluation, and maybe you experienced her lessons that she learned that became lessons that she presented last year. Justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. So why JEDI instead of DEI? Including justice optimistically assures action will be taken. Action-packed superheroes need to take or encourage something will happen to improve situations, not just talk about it. So as someone reunion with my childhood geeks friends this past year, not all of us wear our Jedi robes in August. We had a great time and showed off everyone's lightsaber. And one of my former students just gifted me a lightsaber this year. It's beautiful. Keys to success. At the start of the project, I designed 24 keys for students to choose a story as a storytelling device to open treasure chests and resources and rewards. So you can build different types of keys to success that demonstrate and inspire students through positive persistence to preserve achievements beyond the classroom. One thing I'll say is I do let the students now in our 3D design class develop their own keys for success. So my students have created a Jedi Center and Gallery to showcase student projects and multimedia projects. They curated a Jedi leadership pathway to help guide students in their various roles as responsible media makers and leaders. And next, we've developed the Jedi Hub to discover resources and services to enhance and improve their educational adventure. And you can see with my illustration for this, I'm trying very much to show how all of these different ideas are intertwined and interconnected. So through this talk, I'm going to share some of the different keys that we've used, and let me know, shout out if you like some of these or you want to use them. So we got our responsibility key and our encourage key. Our respect key and our adaptability key. Accessibility, acceptance, and audacity adventure. What is something you're passionate about? What are your students fired up about? Universal design was the spark. Infographics and 3D Achievement Awards include research and working with a campus or community stakeholder. So you can see here at Hannah's infographic and her new mushroom lamp to help guide people that she made in that 3D design class. So a lot of you probably know about universal design, and it's something that I start off my students with when they take their first intro to multimedia web with me. And universal design is the process of creating designs, products, and environments that are accessible, understood, and used by all people to the greatest extent possible, regardless of their age, size, ability, disability, or other characteristics. At the center of the Jedi Hub, kind of a big deal. The keys to success unlock students' potential and often their advocacy to support others. So support agency to enhance interest in new skills and celebrate superpower students inherently possessed. So use what you got. If you got it, shake it. So we got the engage key and the connect key. And there are accept failure and curiosity key. I will tell you, the most popular key that students choose in all the projects is accept failure. Isn't that impressive? Oh, so accept failure is on the right-hand side? No, left-hand side. And then curiosity, you can see the question mark. It's on the other. And so you can see, Beth, thanks for asking about that. I use a lot of different symbols and icons built into the keys as well. I'm big on researching different symbols and shapes and what they've been, what they mean and have been used over the years. 8 spokes or areas for the students to focus on. The steampunk helm got them in gear. So here you can see Misha's theme for accessible educational resources was the transformative grounding worm and the uplifting butterfly. So she focused a lot on showing how we can, make major changes in who we are in our lives by using the theme of the butterfly. And we actually have butterflies throughout all of our projects to welcome people to understand that this is a place that they can be uplifted and encouraged to fly. So Hannah's focus on the library services and resources included the connected mushrooms and the curious crow. So we use a lot of symbols and what different animals mean as well. So everything's color-coded. Come on, it's me. You know that's going to happen. So you want to create a space that has limitations and at the same time is limitless. Working with some restrictions provide opportunities for creativity and a chance to question authority. A theme keeps the team exploring. And I do encourage my students to question authority or speak to authority all the time. People find out who my students are pretty quickly. So working with an academic strangers together on a common goal. So this is something I really have been encouraging, that we try to work with people that don't have a clue about what we do. And the more that we explain it, the better we understand it ourselves. Teaching artful solutions using storytelling and technology to empower and overcome challenges inspires telling of unique accounts of superhero students as an active learning modality. So here's our keys. We got our resilience key and our contribute key. We've got our socialize key, getting those gears, and our integrity key. Include everyone. Students suggested that we leave the land and hit the shore with the guided pathways, dive into college, underwater, wonder and treasure project. Oh boy. That was a huge change of perspective and upended the ways we approach the areas of study into bubble-like spheres. Curiosity over fear. What are you scared of? What brings a group together? Helping each other to learn more leads students to want to add more and more content to a project. In this case, I ran out of prims on the sim. So much stuff. The students shared facing their fears, and they were afraid of the water and the creatures in it. This project gave them courage. Given the challenge of what healthcare could be in the future, a virtual world learning space students to consider comfort over fear. They designed a friendly waiting room, bunny ears, that was actually scanning the patients gently and encouraging wellness and happy, healthy habits with their healthcare provider. Personal experience produced more input than rejection. So one thing that I have often in my classes is, because a lot of people take classes for retraining, is I have a lot of students who have had major injuries that could include traumatic brain injuries as well. So they have a lot of insight when it comes to these needs. So live in the future. Provide concentrated consideration of hope and recognition for using outlandish imagination. You cannot have community without unity. Experiential learning is more than student-based educational encounter. It is a way to build communities with a sense of belonging and purpose. Virtual teaching and learning is substantial and tangible. So while we're here in this community experience, how do you guys feel that these spaces build community? Yeah. And how do you take what we learn here out there? Prioritize. Key. You guys stay on target, right? Leave things better than you found them. Sustainability and consideration of future generations can be explored in virtual space and applied to the physical world. Build spaces people can explore and be stirred by. Students document their process throughout the project, and here Janine focuses on local marine life and applied AI art tools. So Janine was a student of mine who actually we've been friends in Second Life for I'm going to say like 14 years. So she did a great job of really encouraging the students more and more to do and participate in Second Life. She also made the effort to work with our local Marine Center to be part of this project and make that real world connection. Do you guys like to do that? Make those connections with Second Life and the physical world? Excellent. It does enrich the experience, and in this case, it gets my students to talk to strangers. Great, thank you. Remain focused while reaching out. Community connections strengthen the resolve to work together. Students reach out to different college departments, museums, and art centers as stakeholders. Guided pathways, bubbles for science and math pathway, and the information technology pathway, including multimedia. So you can see from this slide, here's the continued process of working on our sphere. And the students have a great time because we talk about what different themes and things we want to have within our work. The IT pathway, we decided we were focusing on Blade Runner this time. It was great. And these are different things that we discover in Second Life that other creators have made, or we make our own. Dream big and build bigger. Experience for creating Burning Man in-world and out led Janine, to create an interactive event based on her digital storytelling project. She formed a team to support the experience in the woods surrounding our local arts center. Janine's illustrations became an immersive outdoor experience for the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center's Wintertide. This is a winter festival that we have in the woods of our local arts center. And so she had all kinds of great things to explore. Yes, oh good, Ice Guy, yes. And when Janine moved to my town, Scrum, I introduced her to all kinds of people so that she could help explore and help teach people how to build a lot of fantastic things based on her experiences Burning Man. And I think that's the thing that I really want to emphasize through all of this, is to encourage people to go out there in the community. How do you want to engage with the world? So returning to my core foundation of my learning systems, and from my book, shameless plug, Action Pack Superheroes, Your Guide to Revealing and Utilizing Your Superpowers, I start students' personal exploration with this question. Do you want to have an effect, an exchange, feel, or think? And if you've seen my teaching and learning models over the years, I have a system that I use again and again in order to help build out these different ideas and connections. So we've got our keys, we've got our courage key, and our communication key. Our develop empathy key and inquiry key. There are some students with our ongoing Peninsula College Challenges and Achievement Aspiring Film Series. Isn't that beautiful? My multimedia students take many courses, including my video classes. They have lots of practice projects and several larger storytelling film projects. Each course includes assignments about artful expression, social enterprise, and advocacy. Our Moving Pictures Film Festival celebrates 11 years of students and alumni productions that move and motivate people. Now, if that building wasn't in the way, our Pirate Central area there, you could see Canada from there. That's our view from our campus, is that we can see Canada. So students films and festival playlists can be found in Second Life playing on Media on a Prim via YouTube. A reminder that a target is a small space to aim for. Excel multimedia skills give creators too many choices and means to make and share their work. I bet you've been overwhelmed by a lot of the tools that people have talked about during the conference. Are you making lots of bookmarks? I am. Have your and delivery method in mind first. Work backwards to stay committed to the project and message. So I'm always telling students, like, figure out what the end conclusion is first and work from that end point out. Students can merge their passion with compassion when they are given a raised platform to stand on and the means to raise their voice for others. What soapbox do you offer them? So what kind of mediums and platforms do you give your students the chance to get up on and share their voice? I know that my students really enjoy using the metaphor of being superheroes. Oh, project heroes. I really like that. Do you find that it's difficult to provide those sort of spaces for students? Are you like me, where you're funding everything yourself? Well, yeah. Well, and I want to encourage y'all. You know, you're not alone. You're not alone. And this is why, you know, with everything I do, I encourage students that they start investing in themselves, to pay for their own platforms, to get their own websites, all of those things. Excellent. Let's continue. Let's check out the keys for this one. So we got pursue your passion and set goals. Now, these are two of the other popular keys that students choose. It's awesome. Then we've got our resources, and the one that never gets picked, study. They never want us that study key. Why? Why? No, they do pick it. They do pick it, but not very often. So remember, playing is learning. Provide a sandbox. Let them explore and make messes. Give them tools, lessons, and goals. But let them look for more on their own. The exhilaration of independent learning is transformative too. So we can start with basic building blocks. And prims are powerful and empower students to design in their thoughtful world. So while we're here, I need to point out, sorry, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, Arcade Phoenix. And Arcade Phoenix is one of my former students who then became a mentor and tutor for our students at the college. And I'm very grateful that she's with us today and for all of the work that she's done, providing guidance for our students and inspiring more and more to happen. Do you invite your students and graduates back? Yeah. I'm very fortunate. Thank you. So Jacoby wanted to inspire wonder with his dragon eggs to represent strong and fragile, non-visible disabilities. Metaphors, stories, and missions stick with us. Altruistic learners will grow more given the options to be a hero. Give students a way to help others through their creativity, ingenuity, and empathy. Let them save the day. Isn't that cool? Yeah. It's very interesting. A number of students have chosen eggs as their achievement awards that they give out. And they really all do come to it with a very different idea about it as well. It's pretty amazing that a shape can build all of those stories. So hey, back to my favorite snapshot of the year. Provide experiences for exploration, affinity learning, and leave room for your learners to add their powerful stories and positive personal missions to make the world a better place together. So stay on target, be brave and bold, and thank you very much. So I want to be sure that I didn't do 100 slides like I normally do. Thank you. And to give you guys a chance, if you had some keys to success that you wanted to share, and how using the idea of giving students a loud voice makes a difference in what they want to learn and a difference in their communities. Thank you. Yay, Rex, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. I am. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. So much of what I've been building and sharing, I'm intending on putting together as about superhero scholars and my learning and teaching systems. Thank you, Bevan. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you, Beth. Yeah, no pressure. I just have to find all my pretty pictures. I really wanted to be able to give you guys a chance to think about how when